Hello, this video explains decision for MBA simulation games, MikesBikes round by round guide for round 1. If you prefer to get personal support for round 1 and round 2, you can email to mbabikes2012 at gmail.com. And also you can see on the new updated tips, winning tips at the blogs mbabikes2012.blogspot.com. Now we come to the overview and detailed decision for round 1 MBA simulation games, right? This simulation game focuses on strategic management for bias manufacturing. You and your team take decision as a leader of a firm to get higher profitability than competitors. And this video is a step-by-step guide for round 1 to round 8 to win the game with the top sales, top profit, market share, and also top stock price. You get the top SHV or shareholder value, as you see on the illustration on the screen. From 2019 to 2026, you get increasing SHV or shareholder value. Because competitors will make different decisions of each round, your team decisions need to adjust. Therefore, use a step-by-step guide, but you need adjustment depends on the situation of the real game, because competitors' decision may change all the time. On the round, every round they change the decision, so we need to adjust our decision numbers. This is the guidelines. Do not just use the numbers. You need to adjust decision to meet the condition of each round. On the right corner, you can see example of result 2021 with very good shareholder value after the first round. And the overview of the strategies. We are doing the simulation games, business game with 8 rounds, long-term strategy. So we focus on good product. We take the idea spot up in the perceptual maps to meet to design the product to meet the expectation or demand of the customer. And for good prices, we set good prices for adventure segment. And also we set good prices for leisure segment, but for leisure price more low price is more important. Adventures we can keep high price because they prefer high quality and accept the high price, but for leisure they accept good quality but they prefer low price. We applied high advertising strategy. We invest more on advertising and promotion for bias products, attract more and more suppliers for increasing sales. So we increase the distribution network by giving more incentives for supplier and also distributor. We provide extra support to suppliers, retailers, buy shops, and also the department store. We also increase production capacity every round to meet the next round demands. This is a production or manufacturing industry, so we need to expand the production or invest in the plant, in the factories to get enough production capacity for the next rounds. And strategy number 7, we use high quality, good prices to gain high sales and profit. We keep track of competitor strategy every round. There is competition in the simulation game, so we face competitors. So it is necessary to keep track of competitor strategy every round to make better decisions, adjust our decision to meet the condition of competitors or meet the strategy of competitors. And this is long-term strategy with 8 rounds. So we need to invest in round 1 to 3, and we can lead the game with top sales and profit on round letters from round 4 to 8. So let's start with round 1 decision. If we it's better we try not to make mistake in any rounds, because if we make mistake we need at least 1 or 2 rounds to fix the mistake, right? So we can do round 1, round 2, round 3 with strong investment, and it is very easy to compete in later rounds. So for round 1 we start with stockholder value or SHV of $13.9 and retail sales of 27 million, profit after tax of 2.5 million, cash 6.6 million, wholesale sales of 14 million, and most very important is production capacity. SCU with 24,000 with utilization of 63, and now we know from the manual that around 80% of SCU is the most effective, right? On the right hand side you can see the sample balance scorecard in 2016 and 2026. It is a final round around 8. We get very high. We can get a very high with the price strategy in long term. We can get a very high from $13 to $185 for SHB, right? And net profit increased from 2.5 to 34. So let's begin. For the product first, in the practice round we get two segments, adventures and leisures. The first round we get only adventure. Segment. So last round we sold 16,000 units. You can find this from report, and then we can use the sales focus plus 30% of the segment growth. We can estimate the sale for this next round 18,000 units, and SCU needed 18,000 production units, right? And workers we need about 45 to 60, because of 300 and 400 SCU we need a worker to operate. And we should buy new SCU for next round 25,000. We have 25,000 now, so our strategy is long term. We do not sell the capacity. We add more capacity, or this round we can maintain that. So next round we will have enough capacity to produce leisure segment. So make it simple. For example, round 1 we use a price of 2,000 or 2,200 or 2,000, and produce from 20 to 23,000 units or buys, and we keep the stock from 3 to 5 weeks. So that is the first sample decision for products. You can adjust a little bit to get the most optimal result. And regarding the price, we put the price for adventure the first round from 1,700 or 2,200. We can try 2,100, 2,100 for the first round, because we don't know the price of competitors, right? So we get the max drive become as high price for this round, because we can get higher sale and profit. Next round we can adjust based on the competitors price. And plant production we can produce from 23,000 to 25,000, and we keep 5 weeks to avoid inventory, to avoid stock out and meet delivery requirement of customer. And for decision for advertising, the rates should be average divided in 30, 20, 33, 25, and 42. To make it simple, we can say 30, 20, and 50 if you want. So the TV, and also we advertise for the internet and magazine. TV maybe 40% max, but we can use that 33%, and internet maybe 30% max. We can use 25 to 30%, and magazine should be 40 to 50%, depends. So for our one we can use $400,000 for TV, and 300,000 for internet, and 500,000 for magazine. Next round we can adjust to spend better than competitors, and we can also keep in mind that we can increase about 20%, increase 20% every round, or higher than competitors. So sample for round 1 we can use advertising for round 1, like TV of 400,000, internet 300,000, and magazine 500,000. And for public relation, we can, to make it simple, we can use the same as advertising, or we can adjust a little bit. It depends on your strategy, right? But to make it simple, we can use the same as for advertising, right? 400 for TV and internet and magazine, 300,000 for internet, and 500,000 for magazine. For manufacturing, so we can keep, we need for around about 60 workers, but we keep 80. Or we can increase, we can employ 20 for next round. And SCU for production capacity, we can keep 25,000 and buy more 5,000. So next round we can start production for laser segment. For processes, we have batch size and setup time reduction, and supplier relation and raw material. To make it simple, in round 1 we can keep batch size about 400. 400. And setup time reduction, we can spend invest 300,000. For supplier relation, we can spend around 350,000. And for raw material, we can keep that for 3 weeks, enough for production. And also for manufacturing, we can use the quality. Average salary about 26,000. Average salary. Training, we use 45 hours. Preventive maintenance, we spend 600,000. And quality system technologies, we spend 600,000. And we apply 18% for inspection. For distribution, we can spend around 200,000 for buy shops and 500,000 for department store for our one, and increase the support for 51% and 36%. And for branding, we can use 1 million or 2 million or 3 million, but to set the cost each round one, we can use 1 million. Maybe you put 1,000, next round increase to 2,000, and next round we increase to max 3,000, and keep that for all the other later rounds. Design and development is very important, because this is the reason we can update the product. We set a new research project, so next round we can adjust or modify our products to meet the new customer demand. So again, this is very important part. We need to design in this round, so next round we can start a design, develop a new project for the product. So next round we can have, after research, we can have production for the new model or a new version of products, right? So in round one, we plan to for round two to produce in 2 segments. So round one, we need to invest in the develop a new project for adventure with the style of 52 and technology and technical specification of 54. And also we develop a new project for laser style of 52 and tech 11. So next round we can start production of 2 segments based on these 2 projects. And laser does not require update every round, but adventure needs updating every round. So we need to develop new project for adventure in almost every round. Again, this is very important. Again, do not just use suggested numbers. This suggested number, do not just use it. We need to adjust to meet the specific situation of the game, and also look at the report and set a number and decision better than competitors in later rounds. For finance, we can make decision about equity. We buy back the equity from the later rounds when we get high profit and high cash in hand. We can pay the long-term debts, and also we can spend some for investor relation. So for first round, we just use 300,000 or 400,000 for investor relation. We do not buy back shares from the stock from the first round, and also we do not buy that in the first round. We do that from later round, maybe from round 4, 5 to 8, when we have good sale and good profit. So that's overall decision for the first round. If you follow the suggested, we can get quite good result. For example, we can get the SHV or shareholder value of 17 compared with competitor 12, and also we can get retail sales from 35 to 43 million compared with competitor 32 million, and after tax profit after tax of 3 million compared with competitors 600,000, and cash in hand we can get very good cash in hand, and also wholesale sales. So in the second product, when we get the 2 products to sell in 2 segments, we can double sale and double profit. This is a sample of final results. You can see that we can increase about 20 or 30% every round to get the shareholder value of 185 compared with the first round start of $13, increase to 185 in round 8 after 8 rounds, and for round 2 we can get that of $29 compared with the first round 13. Thank you. Thank you for watching. If you prefer free support for round 1 and 2, you can email to mbasimbikes@gmail.com. and see the updated winning client tips on the blog MikesBikes 2012.blogspot.com. Thank you. Good luck and success.